Hello, Planet Earth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK. My BFF Jill 730. Blase, blase, blase. I'm Preston Young. Welcome back to the Buffington Post. Okay, sorry about the shoddy camera work, but just a couple of things before I segue into my decoy Buffy video. Rather than sending you to another playlist, I'm just going to attach it to this one, so you're welcome. One thing I forgot to mention in my last video was that, General Vol, he explained that the symbol on the chests was Twilight, right? And so that's what the symbol means. We just don't know what Twilight itself means. Okay, cool. All right, so in this issue, The Chain, Season 8, Number 5, keep in mind that it takes place, like, all the flashbacks and things are taking place before the events of Season 8 proper. And so we're catching up with this Slayer with no name, but the things that happen to her before she actually goes down into the underworld are all between seasons 7 and 8, and it's only at the very end of the issue that time kind of catches up with itself. So keep that in mind. And another thing is Simone and the Gun Watch. We see the Mohawk Slayer who was asking about guns with Andrew before she had been sent to Italy. She was in Rona's squad, I think in Chicago. And so, she's in that little squad that our Slayer with no name, the decoy Buffy, is going to be in. And again, she's still talking about how she wants to use guns. So stay tuned. Those guns are going to be a problem. That's pretty much all. So here you go. I'm going to add the video onto this little video. Have a good day. Hello, Planet Earth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK, my BFF Jill 730. I'm Preston Young, and today we're doing another Buffyverse discussion. Now, I'm going to be doing Buffyverse discussions on pretty much all the Slayers that we meet in the Season 8 comics and Season 9, and in Season 10 if we should meet some new ones. So I want to let you know that I am working on a Faith Lahane video, but it's taking me a while because there are a lot of kind of pseudo-intellectual things I'd like to say, and I really want to do Faith justice because she's one of my favorite characters. So stay tuned for that. It is coming, but today we are going to be discussing one of the Buffy decoys that we meet in Season 8, Issue Number 5, The Chain, one of my favorite issues. And so, here's to the Slayer with no name. Cheers.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Okay, so in Season 5 of Angel, we find out that Buffy had been partying really publicly with this character called the Immortal in Rome, where she and Dawn were living. And Spike and Angel are very jealous of this, etc., etc. But then in the very first issue of Season 8, we find out that this is not the case. It turns out that since Buffy's now a target for, the entire supernatural demonic community, the guys thought that it would be more prudent if they had a couple of decoy Buffys to kind of throw everybody off of their trail. And so there is one that is partying publicly in Rome with the Immortal, and then there's one that is down in the demon world underground. And so we are introduced to the Underground Slayer in Season 8, Issue Number 5, The Chain. And what happens is we meet this girl who was called, and she was at her high school when she was affected by Willow's spell in the series finale. And so her transition was actually very painful. It was kind of like a seizure, if you will. And so immediately after she gets her power, the semi-truck comes heading for her girlfriends at school and this dude that was talking to them at their picnic table. And so what happens is she immediately comes to, kicks the picnic table out of the way, throws a football player out of the way, and is hit by a semi-truck. Yeah, Ow. So after she is getting these Slayer dreams that are crazy, she sees this commercial on television that stars Andrew and Vi, another one of the potential Slayers turned Slayers that we met in season 7. Yeah, she sees this commercial, and that's how she figures out that she can actually call this number and they'll explain to her what's going on. And so this is what she does, and she goes into this Slayer training squad that is actually kind of run by Rona, another potential Slayer turned Slayer that we met in season 7 again. So, yeah, so she's working in Rona's squad, and she actually meets Giles and some other lady watcher. So during her training, she's actually bitten by a vampire because she basically took a bite from one of the other Slayers in her group. And so she's kind of plucked out of the squad, and she is given the opportunity to be a Buffy decoy. And so she accepts the challenge, and Rona basically tells her that this is not a sexy mission. Like, she's going to be going underground, literally into the underworld, to kind of investigate the demonic activity that's being led by this great big demon named Yaman. And what Yaman is doing is he is gathering demonic forces to come up to the surface to basically challenge the Slayers. So her job is to go and investigate this and basically stop it from happening. So that's what she does. She goes down into the underworld, and she basically meets like this fairy girl who becomes her friend, and she comes across these like slug guys, and they kind of help her along her way. They do some stuff to her so that she won't smell like a human anymore, and as she's leaving the slug clan guys, she tells them, you know, you and the fairies and everybody, you got to work together. And the slugs are like, no, we don't do that. We just stick to our own. And she says, no, you don't understand. When Yaman comes up to my house, he's going to come through this hallway. And when he does, anything that's in his way is going to go. So you guys have got to band together and help each other if you feel like living. And what happens is she finally does make her way to Yaman. But when she faces him, he kills her. And it's sad. It's really kind of extra sad because, like, right after he kills her, all of these Slayers descend upon the underworld, including Satsu and Rowena, and a whole squad of Slayers. But the entire issue is kind of being narrated to us, the reader, from the Slayer with no name. And the whole thing about it is when she's in the underworld, she is Buffy. There's no question about it. Like, she is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so far as anyone is concerned down there. And when she's there, the name itself strikes fear into the hearts of the demons. And the fairies are saying, oh, well, everybody knows the name Buffy Summers, so, she really can help us. And so it's all about the name. And what she tells us, the reader, there's always a name. Lincoln, Hitler, Gandhi. The name can inspire terror, awe, sometimes great things. But there's millions of people going to making a name. People facing things they couldn't imagine they would. In the moments that matter, even our names are just sounds that people make to tell us apart. What we are isn't that. The real questions run deeper. Can I fight? Did I help? Did I do for my sisters, my comrades, my children, the slimy slug clan? There is a chain between each and every one of us. And like the man said, you either feel its tug or you don't. I tried to feel it. I tried to face the darkness like a woman, and I don't need any more than that. You don't have to remember me. You don't even know who I am. But I do. She's Buffy. Don't you guys get it? Oh my gosh, it's great. She does everything that we associate with Buffy. She's this high school girl plucked from obscurity, given this destiny, and she dies for it willingly. She goes down there knowing that she's going to die, and she does. And so I love this issue so much. It's definitely like within my top 5 of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic books. I cannot recommend it enough. Go out and get it. It's in the Long Way Home trade paperback, and also the great big book. I would show it to you, but Cat, you have it. I'm gonna get it. But yeah, I do have some more videos coming out for other Slayers that we're going to meet along the way. I'm going to have Satsu and Leah and Rowena, and we're going to do Renee, and basically all the Slayers that we meet along the way from 8, 9, and hopefully 10. So stay tuned for those. I am working on Faith, and I really hope you guys are enjoying the opening credit sequences that I'm doing. Really don't care if you do, because I have so much fun making them, but I hope you're having fun watching them too. I try and make them a little funny and ironic. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to have more videos coming later this week. I hope you're having a great 2015 so far. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share me out to your other Buffy fans. We're so few and far between, we have to support each other. So, yeah, check us out. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.